need to do one of those 30 days of, quitting something. So I decided I would do 30 days of not shopping that would apply to things I would put on eBay, and really no shopping for me either. I was thinking I would shop for me a little, but it changed my mind. Hello, hoarders. Here I am again in my hoarded up house, and I have a couple of questions. One is, I've been doing a lot of this stuff with just a stream of consciousness, just talking about stuff, and if that's not working, please let me know. I did try one video where I had a little bit of scripted stuff, and I didn't like it. I sounded too much like I was reading, so I kind of wanted to not go pure scripted, and I know outlines are really great. So I may just try to outline my videos, so what I'm going to talk to and some bullet points I want to hit. Normally I kind of hit them several times back and forth because I can't seem to get my mind straight yet. So here I am today with a very hoarded up mess. And I'm going to give you some excuses. Still have some issues, no place to store things. But I have a bunch of boxes in the back to do some sorting that I'm going to get to in a minute. And this is the first time I've used a selfie stick. And it's actually kind of heavy. It's been raining because it does that in Louisiana. And we've gotten a lot of it. So kind of had that problem, and I hoarded up a bunch of boxes in my house from things that have come to our house lately that were not all mine. I'm not the only shopper in this house. So anyway, these boxes were been showing up, and I just kind of stashed them back here so that I could go through some things and kind of box up and try to, find a new home for some things, put some things on eBay. But what I've decided, I was shopping on February 1st. And just picking up a few things. And I came home and I had to do something with some storage containers, things like that. I ended up buying some stuff, basically for myself, and one thing to sell. Just one thing I was going to sell. And it was to add to something else. And then that was the day I kind of realized I need to do one of those 30 days of, quitting something. So I decided to do 30 days starting on February 2nd. Happy birthday, Chuck. That I would do 30 days of not shopping, no thrifting, of any kind, no garage sales, nothing that would apply to things I would put on eBay, and really no shopping for me either. I was thinking I would shop for me a little, but it changed my mind. And in this course of time, what I have learned about myself, that is my fix. Shopping is my drug, and it's something that really helps me with fibromyalgia. And because I didn't do it, I was in a lot of pain this month so far. I'm on like day 22 into my 30 days, and I just haven't felt good. And of course, we've had bad weather, blah, blah, blah. But I really have not had that fix that I'd like. Just that, oh, I'm so happy I had such a good time shopping. Anyway, this got neglected so much. Look at this mess. And this is just my haul to get into my room. So for the next few days, I am really going to be working on organizing. But first, I'll take you on a quick tour of how bad it actually is. Okay, going to walk you through it. Ooh, on my selfie stick too. Anyway, there's boxes that got piled up. They actually kind of were somewhere else and they got shoved. Oh, guess where they were? Yes, in the hall. So they got shoved in here. This is a box of things that's actually listed that needs to go back into my closet. It's very dark in here right now. And this is a bag of the dreaded, these are not really bubble wrap, but those pockets, those air pockets. So this was like on a previous video. It hasn't changed, people. It's still a mess. I'm stepping over boxes just like a good hoarder should. And I am still dealing with this mess. And as I mentioned before, I'm trying to do some things where I'm getting stuff organized to sell. And, like I got a pile of chairs. I've got a box of Christmas stuff. Sadly, I have like 2 boxes of Christmas stuff. Probably want to narrow that down. Have the baby dolls all piled up. Those, I think I'm just going to figure out a way to put them in a box and get them dressed or do whatever so that they're ready to list. I was watching a video of another eBay seller and YouTuber. They were talking about how they organized for selling and how they set goals for what they were going to sell. I'm still dealing with the box of doll clothes that really doesn't need to be in here. That needs to be somewhere else. Because look at the room it's stacking up. I could use that room. Those are my Gothic Girl doll clothes. Lots of goodies for doll houses and things like that. A lot of doll stands. And I'm hoping to eke out time to really make sense of all of this. So I'm kind of giving you a really detailed before of how bad of a mess this is and where I hope it goes. I probably will always pile up stuff on top of this, but wouldn't it be nice if I didn't? It would be so nice. I really need to get this doll out of the sun. She's already faded, so I didn't really care. But I just stuck her back up there. Anyway, she was faded when I got her. She's adorable. Look how cute that doll is. I know if you're not a doll person, it's probably not your thing, but that's a really well-made doll. It's just her dress wasn't in good shape. So, lots of fun, lots of Barbies, lots of Barbie clothes. Oh my gosh, so much Barbie, so many Barbies. And I have Monster High, but I really don't want to sell my Monster High. I'm hoarding up Monster High. It's one of my things. But I'm going to get organized. Then I will start putting together videos on just dealing with pretty much one hoard at a time. And I'll just like to see where that takes me. I definitely need to stop shopping up. So in keeping with the, I am from Louisiana, Mardi Gras tradition, try to go through Lent and not do something like shop and just deal with my own issues right now with all the stuff that I've hoarded. So I will get back to you soon with more fun videos on what I'm doing with my stuff. What is it, Sassy? What is it? Sassy, what is this? It's a kitty. Hi, kitty. Hi, kitty. What's that kitty say? Hi, Kiki. Here's goes mother dog. What's that kitty saying? Hi, kitty. She can find your brush. I don't know where I put it. Oh, I think I found it. What's that kitty say? Sassy. What is that kitty saying? Dash! What's that kitty say? Huh? What is that kitty saying? Huh? You speak? Oh, hi, kitty. Oh, he's hissing at you. Oh, no. Oh, no, Dash. It hissed at you. Oh, Dash is leaving. I'm out of here. I am out of here. What is this? Sassy, what's this? Kitty? You see the kitty? You get the kitty to talk. Hey, kitty. Oh, he's sweet. The first thing I did was I organized my Barbies, and it was hard to tell because they're all in bags now. But I sort of have them sorted out. Now, this is a big bin full of nothing but Barbies. But I've sorted them out like these are Disney dolls with no clothes. And so that's sort of like this Disney. And the bottom part is all Barbie. These are like variety Barbies, like with different color hairs. There's just something unique about them. These are Disney with some type of clothing. They either have their clothes or they got partial clothing. And then down here are Barbies with clothing. And who have like, these are like the really nicer Barbies that have all the parts, that, joints and stuff like that. And then I just have random things right there I gotta figure out what to do with. But I also have a bag, and this will be really curious. Down here on the floor, I have a bag of just doll parts. They're like from broken, whoa, that's not the bag. This is the bag. It's even bigger. No, these are good. Okay, these are vintage Barbies. Yeah, these are all the vintage. That's the bag of just dolls, parts, basically, from broken dolls or chewed up dolls or something. I'm just going to see, what they'll do if I put them on eBay, like for 99 cents, and see what happens. I thought it'd be fun. Believe it or not, I am really trying. So here's baby dolls are all getting sorted out. Porcelain dolls that are like made by artists. Versus, typical dolls. So, believe it or not, oh, she's still sitting right there. A lot of stuff is getting sorted according to what it is. So, in the middle of trying to make it look nicer, I'm actually making it look worse. And this is those bags of pillows that I'm just going to take out to the barn. They're driving me crazy. They're really handy to have, but not in the middle of what you're working on. And the reason they were in the house is we just had so much rain lately. I was getting tired of going out just to get some packing material. So that, and I have some vintage, vintage thread if you like to collect old spools, and have wood spools. I have some really, really old plastic spools. And, over here, I don't know. It's actually, I got porcelain dolls sitting here going to get broken if I don't watch what I'm doing. This kind of became still a hot mess. So this is a project. I'm just saying. And here's my 18-inch dolls that I have her actually listed on Facebook. And I need to list her.
Anyway, so much for that.
So, I'm being bad. I did 30 days of not going thrift shopping. And I did really good. I got through them. And I kind of decided this on February 1st because I was out running around. So then when I got home, I realized I've got to deal with this stuff. I've got to quit accumulating things. But one of the nice things when I was out running around that day is I found some storage containers. And that's what really motivated me when I got home to see all the stuff I needed to do something with. And it's kind of ironic because the last day of my 30 days, actually the day after my 30 days, well, kind of the day of my 30 days, I guess, is when I found all that free stuff. Anyway, I brought my dogs. They're in the back. And so I am at Rolling Hills right now, and I'm really out looking for containers to see if there's some more storage containers again. And I'm really trying to have some self-control. So we'll see. This is the going to Rolling Hills after not being there for 30 days. I'm kind of bad because I was out running errands anyway and had to go mail some packages that someone bought some stuff on eBay. And so it's just down the road from my house. It's only a couple of miles. So I had to stop. Anyway, the dogs need to get out for a ride anyway because that's what they do. They sit around waiting for someone to take them for a ride. Anyway, I'm going to go in. Hopefully I'll be a good girl. We'll see.
Okay, so I didn't have I wasn't talking, obviously. Plus, they put a lot of music, and you really can't hear it, so I think that was pretty good. Anyway, I love these plates, and I grabbed these, but I do want to point out that they're like 55 cents a piece, and that's really common. That's a good number for Rolling Hills. I hope they keep that number because I really love it. Only 55 cents. Anyway, I think there's 9 of those, and I just love them, and I kind of go on a little bit about this. But I have bought plates from here so many times where I can use a salad plates or seasonal plates. I have so many plates. It's just crazy. But I bought these for myself. I have sold plates on eBay. I bought some Christmas plates and I got them home and they're white and it didn't really work. But I ended up selling them all on eBay and they were probably like 55 cents a piece when I got them. And they sold them for like $3 to $4 a piece. And they sold them in lots. So people would usually buy, 4, 6, 8, usually something like that. But I had I kid you not, 30-something plates. It was so many plates. But they were the little buffet style or your salad style. And they had a Christmas tree and stuff on them. And they sold really well. So I encourage you to buy some plates if you want to handle glassware. Personally, I don't like doing that. So I buy for myself first. And if it doesn't work, then I sell it. But I rarely do I go out looking for something like this to sell. Because fragile things like this are really difficult. They do get damaged usually. It's hard to store. And to always make sure you have enough packing materials to ship them safely. So far, nothing I have shipped that was fragile like this is broken. So I do pack them very well. Except for one time when I packed this little plastic ornament and it broke. Who knew? So anyway, I love etched glasses. And my lake house, that's all I bought. Anything from here, from Rolling Hills, that was etched. I was snatching those things up. And I don't mind that they're a mixture of things. I have so many different types of glasses. But they all had the etching on them, so just beautiful. I was really on the fence with these glasses because I'm pretty sure they go with those plates. And so anytime I see something like this that kind of goes with something else, it's really hard for me not to buy it because it's that whole, got to have it all. But I don't need glasses. I just do not need glasses. They're harder for me to store in my house. Plates you can keep stacking up. But I believe these were crystal, and I'm moving really fast. Yeah, 55 cents each, and I am pretty sure those have some lead crystal in them. And then there was this beautiful set of etched glass. That's killing me not to buy these. If nothing else, is to go stash them at my lake house. But there's only 2 or 3. Not that that would have stopped me before, but I do have a lot of dishes there. I mean, the plates there. So, I can't say this right. I do have a lot of glasses. And that are odd numbers anyway, but I just don't need any more. But if you look, these are like water goblets. Maybe those are considered iced teas. I don't know. And then, so they're really casual. I mean, they're not, there's one of those etched glasses again. So they weren't, I think there were like 3 of each or something, and maybe there's only 2 of that. So it really wasn't enough to set a table, but it would have been kind of cute just for setting for 2 people. But we do eat in our dining room a lot, and it's nice to have that.
And it's really a vintage. I mean, it's got some. This is. I think these aren't really flaws. Is that this is part of it. This is just when it cooks that way. That's what happened. I know. It's $25.
Yeah, they got.
It may be something.
But then you have these that are 55 cents. And that's just.
I'm not going to talk to you, man.
No, don't. No, because it's bad. I'm bad. I'm bad.
Yeah,
I'm
my
bad
husband
influence.
My husband just
These
says
must
this.
not be here because you're here, and neither's mine. But look at this. Now I don't do purple stuff, and I'm trying to look for sixes, sets of 6 anyway. But oh my gosh, that is so adorable.
He just texted me and said, "Okay, I'm home."
Oh no, you know we have the phones that we tell each other where we are. Oh, this is $275. So. I love that they priced this nice stuff higher, so I won't buy it.
These are cute little coasters.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they went.
I will tell you what, I will give you,
first year.
but those are really cute. But the problem with those is your water. Let me get your video here. What is
Because it's gonna-
You get water in it, and they just. You need something that kind of absorbs any kind of condensation. That's why they're here. I mean, for reality, and that's.
But they're really
This is really hard to get off, but I like it tarnished.
But they say you can use toothpaste.
I like a white toothpaste. It's got to
Yeah.
have that grit to it and all that.
Yeah.
But no, this is
Okay.
so many cute, and I have bought so many cute things here for me, and that I've been, I enjoy.
Do you
And
know
that's
you
the
still
thing.
recording?
Yeah, I know. I'm recording all this cool stuff, so everybody else will be like, "Why didn't you get that? That's so cool." But I would love to know more about those. Those are really neat. Those are really cool.
Google it.
I'm not. Oh, what's it called?
Oh, this
Look
is
at
the
that.
Pioneer one.
Well, yeah. Okay, so and it's kind of a reproduction of the vintage oatmeal glass and depression glass. And then have you seen these things? You put them there. I guess that's plastic. You put them in the sand next to you. Anyway,
them in the
yeah,
sand
this is just
and-
killing me. They're just clear plates, But they're the hobnail, or what do they call this? That's just too adorable. No, you better not. I'm a bad influence.
So the lady I'm talking to, I've never met before, and we just started talking about hoarding and stuff. And we walked around and did some shopping together and had a great time. She was just awesome. And lots of laughs. Anyway, so I'm finding these bag lots. That's something I enjoy doing. It's a very bad addiction of mine to grab these bags of toys. But I'm pretty good about just pulling out the few things I want and then donating everything else back. And it's kind of funny as you go through, there'll be one thing like that little doll. What's that? The little. I don't know what those dolls are called right now. Oh, it sounds like a Shopkins baby or something. But anyway, those little dolls that you'll see, but you think, is it worth $1.75? I don't know.
I did. I got it here. They got good purses.
And I saw a lot of My Little Ponies in here that I like. I have a bag or box, they keep of My Little Pony stuff. And that was actually $4.55, where a lot of them were like $4.75. But I didn't mind paying the extra because, hey, it's Rolling Hills, and I know the money goes to a good cause. Especially when you think about all the things I've paid very little for. It's still a really good deal. I don't know, that doll is just one of those craft dolls, and it's just not my thing. So it's kind of funny because I'm actually watching this after I'd been, because like I said, there's music going and there's usually people talking. So I was just working quietly, and the things that I wanted out of this bag I really couldn't see very well. And then when I got them home and opened them, I did find some things with issues. But for the most part, those are some really nice doll clothes, and that's the baby born. So I knew, it's definitely worth the bag of toys, because I think I have a baby born. And just those were the Build-A-Bear workshop clothes, and they typically cost more because I was buying them and selling them on eBay, and I think they're on to me again. But that was okay. I really want to get out of the Build-A-Bear workshop toy business anyway, so no problem. I love that little dress. I was trying to figure out what that dress was about, and then there's one of those little animal characters. Boy, that plastic bag sounds crazy. And just more dog clothes in there. That's a keeper. Just miscellaneous toys, little monkey, which I try to show later in the video, and you don't see it very well. But now you get a better look at it in this lighting. So lots of cute little things. So if you watched my other video first of the things I got, now you see closer what these things look like that I bought. If you're watching this one first, then you'll see when I pull the other ones up, you'll have an idea of what they were that I bought. My lighting was just really washing me out. Still learning how to use all this stuff. You can buy like big bags of plush animals. If you have somebody who loves plush animals, oh my gosh, the things you can buy. There were some other things in that box that are so tempting. And those are like boy toys and stuff. Not something I'm looking for right now. I actually do better selling girl toys, or like Barbies and dolls and things, versus action figures. Very rarely do I do very well on action figure type stuff. Except one time I did have some vintage G.I. Joe. And I say vintage, like probably from the early 90s. So, yeah, just had to have that baby alive. Which is another thing I probably need to keep that all downstairs to get it organized. It's a hot mess down there. I don't know what that is. I didn't even look that up. Something for Barbie. And it's just, this is the thing. This is like just entertainment, like going to a movie or something. You got to spend the money anyway, or going to eat or something like that. It's a consumable good because I'm going to play with it and either sell it or give it back. And then these bangs kind of crack me up because there's this huge box of clip lock bangs. They're really shiny. I actually bought one of those one time. So I was walking through the toys, and one of the weird things about the toy section when I go in there, more so than any other section, if something is out of place, like the dolls, like baby dolls are all over the place, I'll put them all in the basket that they're supposed to be in. And if Barbie dolls are all over the place, I put them back in the basket where they're supposed to be. So as I get to them, I've already been through there. I'll show you what I did. But anyway, this is, I'm pointing these things out because I had donated one of those, but not that group, but one like that. And I had a head like that in my side of the road haul. There's a Barbie. I just saw a Barbie I missed. Anyway, so I like to kind of dig through the dolls. And this particular day, they had a lot of those Disney dolls. And there are some people who repaint the dolls, and they get these little Disney dolls. And they're beautiful repaints. I just love them. I would like to point out here that I did not buy all the Barbies in the store. I only bought a few. So I was being very good.
Oh, this your luggage. Yes, sorry about that. No problem. That happens all the time, everywhere. People think I work here. They think I work here because I'm like really OCD about things up there where they're supposed to be. So I'm over there playing instead of shopping. Yeah. My kids tell me when I go to the store, they be like, "Mama, that ain't."
In case you didn't notice, I never run into any strangers. I talked to everybody. That truck was something I had donated. I just threw it in real fast. One of my trucks. I thought this was a precious piece. And then they are asking a lot of money for it. And they'll do that. They'll price some things up and they'll try to sell it. And sometimes it sells some. And if it doesn't, they tend to mark the price down. Occasionally, but that would probably sell because that is still a really good deal. And that's just such a cute little table. So really spotted these across the store and had to run up to them and grab them. I want to say something about the woman I was talking to earlier about the purple sherbets or whatever those were. We walked around and did, we kept running into each other, but we were shopping a little bit together. But she's so funny because she's like, I'm not hanging out with you. You buy us all this stuff. You're a bad influence, So we had so much fun. And she's a good person. I really like her. Never met her before today, but that was quite a meeting. She's a really awesome lady. Anyway, that's a little hairspray cover that was, in the same set, but it was broken. And I just thought about it because, that is something I can fix. I mean, I could have sanded down the neck and repainted, but I just had to think, am I really going to do it? And this is hard choices for me, actually, as a hoarder.
I can talk out there because there's no music. I want this desk just for these drawers. I mean, check them out. Dovetail. Oh yeah, they're nasty. But they've got these things, of course. Wow, bonus. And you have to have the little slats to go in it. But I've seen people take these and then do the slats and just put like mail and stuff in it. I love these drawers. $10. That was stuck. And I like I have no place to hang drawers anymore. But that's so cool. Let me see this one.
I have a lot of drawers that hang up. I use the shelves in my studio.
And here's the sad thing. We're fixing to get rain. And it's going to sit out here in the rain because there's no way they can get it back in. Okay, hey. I was bad. I was so bad. I've got a ton of stuff. I should have showed you the buggy really full. I think I did, but it was full. It was a shame. I did put 2 things back though because I'm not that bad. Anyway, I'm kind of psychic, I guess, because I just knew I had to go to Rolling Hills today for a reason. And if you watch my video, you'll see me talking to someone else. And I met this woman who was amazing. And we had a really good time. And as she was leaving, I pointed out a button on her shirt, and it was her son, a picture of her son. And there's a story that I really don't think I should share. It's not my story, but it was a story I needed to hear. I guess I needed to be there that day for her, to be with her, to talk to her, to listen to her, and to, I needed her story in my life. So, I'm a little emotional right now. But anyway, I think that's one of the reasons I love to go shopping. It's not just for the stuff, it's because that's kind of beating my illness. It's the socialization. It's the being with other people and talking to other people. And we have fun. This is a very social place, Rolling Hills is. And it's just a place where kindred spirits get together and really have a good time and touch each other's hearts and become part of each other's lives in the weirdest ways. So, before we get all judgmental about people who hoard or whatever, and the reasons they hoard, there's this is a very big social part of it. And it was so beneficial to me today. And I love you, and I'm so glad I met you, and I hope she watches my video because I needed to talk to her today. So anyway, but I had fun. I did have fun. I mean, I'm crying now because I held it till I got into my car and talked to my son on the way home and told him how much I loved him and how, he's my best friend. Both of my boys are. I'm so blessed to have really fine young men and a very fine daughter-in-law. So, well, they somehow put up with my hoarding. I don't think they really do, but they pat me on the head and say, it's okay, it's okay. All right, so the dogs had a good time. They just sat in the car. But they don't care. They would be sitting on the couch if they weren't in the car. They're just glad to be with me, right? In the dark. It's late, so it was. I stayed literally till it was closing. It's that good of a day. Anyway, I'm going to get back with all the goodies I found and kind of what I sort through and what I'm keeping and what I'm getting rid of. So I will be back.